Most people are doing this the wrong way. They type ultra realistic, 8K, hyper detailed, and they still get this plastic skin, glassy eyes hair that looks painted on. And that's because those words don't actually tell the AI what to render. So today I'm going to show you the exact system I use to go from that to this. And by the end, you have a method you can reuse for literally any face, any lighting, any shot without rewriting your whole prompt every time. Here's what most people do. They write something like this. Looks reasonable, right? But watch what it actually gives us. Skin's too smooth, eyes are flat. It's technically an image of a person, but nobody's going to look at that and believe it's a photo. The problem is these words describe how good you want it to look, not what should actually be in the image. 8K is the resolution, not a skin texture. Realistic doesn't say anything about pores or how oil sits on skin or how light passes through the tip of a nose. So instead of adjectives, we're going to describe the actual physical stuff, the anatomy, the surface texture, how the camera and lighting behave. That's it. That's the entire method. I've actually put this whole system into a free PDF, so you don't have to memorize any of this. I'll show you exactly how to use it in a second. Here's how it's built. Every realistic prompt is made from 7 swappable pieces. And here's the part that makes this actually usable. You never rewrite the whole thing. You swap one card and the rest of the prompt stays exactly as strong. Want a different ethnicity? Swap one block. Different lighting? Swap one block. That's the whole idea. Let's build one together. First, we define who we are generating, age, gender, build, and the energy they are giving off. Nothing fancy yet. This is just the frame we are going to hang everything else on. Now, here's the part that matters most. Skin sells realism harder than anything else in the image. And most people just write realistic skin and move on. That's the mistake. Instead, we tell the model what real skin actually does. Pores, visible, individually varied in size and depth. Sebum, natural oil sheen in the T-zone, matte elsewhere. Tone, not uniform, subtle variation across the forehead and cheeks. Subsurface, light scattering at the ears, nose tip, and cheekbones. That last one, subsurface scattering, just means real skin isn't a solid color. Light actually gets into the tissue a little, especially somewhere thin, like the tip of your nose or your ears. And that's one of the details that makes skin look alive instead of painted on. The PDF has this broken down further by broad skin tone categories too. So if you're going for a specific look, you can grab that block and drop the numbers straight in. Same idea for hair. The AI's default is to paint hair as one smooth mass. Real hair separates into strands, especially at the edges hair. Short coily texture, individual strands separating at the hairline. Visible baby hairs, soft natural sheen. That's it. One line and suddenly the hairline doesn't look like it was stamped on. Now this is where things get interesting. Lighting is what actually makes all that skin texture visible in the first place. If your skin is reading too smooth, this is usually the fix, not the skin description. Lighting soft window light, 45 degrees from one side, 4800K, lens 85mm portrait. Aperture f 2.8. Focal play, the near eye is the sharpest point in the image. Side light, especially light hitting the face at an angle instead of straight on, is the fastest way to reveal texture that's otherwise invisible. If you ever generate something and the skin looks too flat, switch to a raking side angle before you touch anything else. Last piece, and honestly, the single highest leverage thing in this whole method, we tell the model what to keep out. Never include plastic skin, beauty filter, perfectly symmetrical face, flat cartoon iris, extra fingers, over sharpening. This one block is what stops the AI from defaulting back to that smooth, symmetrical over processed look every single time. Attach it to every generation, no exceptions. Now, let's actually generate this. I'm not going to judge off one image. I never do. Generate 3 to 5 variations because even with the exact same prompt, you'll get a spread of quality. Okay, look at that. Already a completely different category of image than where we started. Now watch this. This is the part I want you to pay attention to before you call any generation done. Zoom in 100%, even up to 400% on the face. Look at the pores. Are they varied or does it still look like one smooth layer? Check the eyes. Does the iris actually have structure to it? Little fibers and rings? Or is it just a flat colored circle? Check the hairline. Are there loose strands or is it one painted block? That's the difference. Same subject, same pose, completely different believability, just because we describe structure instead of throwing adjectives at it. And if you want to actually use this system without rebuilding it every time, I put the entire thing into a free PDF. Every skin block, every lighting preset, every camera setup, all ready to copy and paste. Links in the description. If this helped, consider subscribing because I'll be making more videos like this one. That's it for this tutorial. I'll see you in the next one.